Hey, I'm Mike Ruscher, and in this episode, I'm going to show you how to optimize the performance of your site assets with Pop Bundle. In this example, we have a simple image gallery, and it uses a bit of JavaScript to load in responsive images. If we look in our Network tab, we can see that we have 5 different scripts for loading in and 2 CSS files to make this whole thing work. Down at the bottom, we can see it took 177 KB and 17 page requests to download this page. So let's see if we can improve that. We'll start by bundling our JavaScript. If we go over into our index template, in our footer, we can see we have these 5 JavaScripts file, and I'm already referencing with pop JavaScript. Now that will be a step up from your regular script tag because it'll basically append the proper caching headers and prevent people from downloading it over and over again because their browsers will cache it. But now we can also do pop bundle. And I just wrap it in the tag, format it a bit, and hit save. Now, back on our live site, if I hit refresh, we'll see now there's just one script. And if we go into it, we'll see that it's been smushed together and combined together end to end in the order that we listed it in our index template. And one other thing you'll notice is that it's coming from rack CDN, which means that it's now being served out through Akamai, just like the rest of these images, which are coming from the content repository. So that's pretty good. And if you look down at the bottom, you'll notice our page weight has been reduced significantly, pretty much 30%, from 177 KB to 123 KB, and we've reduced our requests down to 13 from 17 before. So let's finish this up by bundling our CSS. And before we do that, I wanted to point out that in our FancyBox CSS here, we are referencing a background image. And right here, you'll notice the URL is a relative URL. It does have a little cache header set on it, but other than that, it's coming out of our own domain, and unlike these other images, which are coming out of CDN. And one other cool thing about the bundle tag is when you bundle CSS files, it'll also parse them for any images or fonts and serve those via CDN as well. So let's check that out. Back in our index template, it's the exact same process. We will just wrap these style sheets with pop bundle. And hit save. And let's check out the result. Now we just have a single CSS file, again with this long cache buster getting served out of Akamai. And if we go down and look at this background image, we also can see that the URL's changed quite a bit, and it's this long cache buster coming out of Akamai. So that's about it. The one more thing I wanted to point out is that this will only be bundled in production. So, for example, if you're working on a different version, or even the exact same version, in this case we have this bundle demo, it's already been published. If I hop into the version URL and I inspect that and do a page request here, you'll see that all these files which are bundled on production are actually still unbundled here. So that's great because you can work with them and debug and work with your scripts and your CSS in the inspector. So that wraps up this tutorial on using Pop Bundle to optimize your site performance. I hope you'll use it on all your web pop sites to give your visitors the best possible experience.